A lot of us grew up in the 90s. We've got some good memories of things like Power Rangers. In the Power Rangers show, there's a lot of characters. One of those characters that I didn't expect to have a toy is this guy. Look at him. And beyond that, I didn't expect this Rita, which I just reviewed, to be so spectacular, especially from Hasbro. Am I right? When people are telling me that this little guy, this little Finster, is one of the best ones that they've made, I said, hello, I need him. So my friend Thomas says, hey, look at Amazon, dude. He's on sale for $12. And he's linked in the description of this video. I hope that he's on sale when you see this. And if you need him, get him for 12 bucks shipped on Amazon. Come on, why wouldn't you do it? Hey, why wouldn't you do it? Huh? Answer me. So while you type up your little answer, I'm gonna open this thing. But first, I have to say that, look at the box art. This is like a really interesting stylized thing, and I'm okay with this compared to the Rita that we got over here that was like, you went to the mall and had a guy airbrush a shirt. Why the sudden change? But anyway, this is a $12 figure because of the discount. Like 25 or something regular? I don't know. I'll put that on the screen. Oh. So this guy already looks like a very spectacular guy. But I wanted to say that the sculpting and the details look spectacular. And then there's stuff under here that you don't even know is there because it's covered up by the box. And this is clearly made before they went with the windowless packaging, but now they're going back to this. And this is a good reason why, because this looks better than the half the stuff. What am I trying to say? I don't know. But here you go. You get a look at everything that's in there with this render shot, I'm guessing. You get some box info that doesn't mean anything to anyone ever, okay? Who is reading this box? Uh-oh, it's 4 and up. This is for kids. I have to say, that doesn't make sense to me. 4 years old and up, that's going up a nose, isn't it? Some kid is gonna put that in their nose or swallow one of these things. How is that 4 and up? It doesn't make sense, but whatever. People like to complain about things. And before I send this Rita back to Vex, I had to grab this guy and review it so we could kind of see them together. Because there's nothing worse than like sending a figure back to whoever and then having one that complements it and not being able to put them like, oh, I just want to look at them together. Let's open the box. That's funny. All right, so inside the box is just a little lightning bolt and the paper that talks about safety or something. Safety? We're not here for safety. Where'd this come from? Up here, it looks like yes. But we don't need it, so it can come out. Look at those details. Man, is he a crispy little boy. What's that mean? I don't know. He's just like super detailed. I love it. And good God, this is very, very nostalgic by itself. So this little guy has to put a lot of work in to make these little putties, soldiers, to fight the Power Rangers, and then they just get pumped, whatever. You punch the little thing in their chest, they're gone. Easy. Folks, I don't know what to say. This is one of those lines where Hasbro can make some of the best things with the best accessories and just make you angry with all the other lines. It doesn't make sense. I just like, if Marvel Legends stuff came this detailed and with this many accessories. What? How come Hasbro never sends me anything to open for free? I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. Also, I'm not a big enough channel. I'm not big enough. So hit the subscribe button. Let's make me big enough. Sounds weird. So look at this little case, man. So a lot of this stuff is just printed in plastic, but does he not come out? He's permanently in there. That's fine because you don't really need that many. He gets a couple extras here. So this is the clay coming out of the clay mold, but man, is that nice. It's real good. I mean, obviously this thing could use more like paint to be like a really fancy thing, but for 12 bucks, like this is already a lovely little deal. So we'll put that down. Let's look at this. His magnifying glass or whatever that he holds to look at to make sure that he's painting stuff real good, like with his brush and his eyes and his hands. Look at this. It's a beautiful magnifying glass on a necklace. I like it. And the fact that there's this real thing going on in there. Look, it does stuff. You can see the guy behind it. Look at it. Obviously, because it's just a toy, it doesn't have to function properly. That's why everything's upside down. But that's wild. Super cool. We got this roller, the dough roller to... Uh-oh. Focus, please. It's got a little bit of paint on it. It's fine, it's simple, but it's coming down to great sculpting, and which is kind of, you know, that's where Hasbro generally does do well, is sculpting, if they're not just reusing generic parts all the time. This is something that I dropped. So another tool for him to mold up his little clay boys and stuff. So you got this wood handle, you got the silver all through the other parts, so it's very gummy. Got his little tiny paintbrush, so you can do his little tiny little paints. Why is the brush tip silver? That doesn't make any sense. He's painting them. That doesn't make any sense. Dumb. And while you're watching this video, you can click a link in the description that will take you to my print shop. There's also links for shirts and stuff. So if you like to support this channel, but you want something in return, that's totally okay. Just buy an art print or something. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Let's look at these little guys. Look at them. So there's actually some good sculpt going on in the face. It's very reminiscent in the face area. So this guy's got, well, I thought they had like clay fists as an option. That looks like he's just holding a basketball. It's got like a little hand holding it. I thought some of them were like this guy, where the hand was the weapon, right? That's kind of weird, but whatever. It's good, it's tiny, it's very gummy. Then you got these extra hands, which we're gonna look at right now. Hand number one. So what's going on with this stuff on his hand? I mean, because it's all painted one color, it makes it look like he's got some weird growth stuff happening. And I haven't seen this in a long time. They look like plants, like little leaves. He's got his ears. He's like some kind of little plant guy. It's funny when you see the show, sometimes you don't notice those details until something like this. When you get it in your hands, you can notice something new and interesting and entertaining about it. And that's fun, isn't it? I love it. Here we go. Finster, up close and personal. Look, he's even got his little glasses on. Look at those. Oh, what? I couldn't hear you because I can't see you. How many people are like that you know? Oh my God, he's got mouth articulation, folks. But look at the sculpt work. Holy bejesus. This honestly kind of looks like something out of Never Ending Story, doesn't it? Now, I'm wondering, are there discoloration issues with this guy? Or did they just kind of paint things poorly? So his head is this like off-white, and then his neck is super bright white. So that's just like a plastic mold. I'm guessing the head was printed in white, and that's how you get the beard, and then they put this kind of coloring on top of it. Huh. Any whoozleby. Yeah, look at this. Ah, I've got teeth. Full human type teeth. It's kind of creepy. But he can talk. I can talk. Rita, what did I sound like? I don't remember. So going through the body, look at all these tools sculpted in. This is really good, baby. Really good. It's a soft rubbery layout, which is fine. Some little accents of paint like the red and the silver. They didn't go too hard. So you basically get brown, silver, and red as paint options. And then that's it. We got textures all going through his clothing, like the sleeves and stuff. Look at that. Wow-a-wee-wa. He's got this hand that holds things, this hand that holds things. That company, they have other hands that hold other things. And then the back of him, look at that. This is wonderful. And then obviously he's got articulation, which a guy like this isn't really gonna need as far as, you know, having like an accurate display with your little setup, your little shelf, you know, your little Power Rangers. Look at this guy. All right, so we know the mouth opens. We know that the head will spin all the way around because we saw that. It's got some side to side, like really good. He's got really nothing going up, but he's got some good down, which is awesome because if he's working at a workbench, man, does he need to be able to look down at what he's doing? Makes sense. So let me get this out now so I remember to use it during the posing segment. But there you go. He can look at it. Look at that. Anyway, so he's got that articulation that we just talked about. He's got his arms, which move just fine and dandy. They kind of lock in though. Can you hear that? You can hear it. I know you can hear it because I can hear it. And it was the microphone right there. Arms, great. He's got butterfly joints. What the heck is going on? Hasbro, what are you doing? I don't understand. This is just ridiculous. This is a great, spectacular figure that can do some really good posing. He's got a single joint, but it goes way beyond 90 degrees. This is a really good figure. And then he's got the kind of sword articulation hinge point. So what do you want to call that? Vertical or horizontal? And then same thing on this side, and then same thing on this hand, as you can see. And then this one's a little bit different, a little more traditional. So good to be working on stuff and using his tools. He's got this waist articulation that is all a ball joint that he do whatever he wants. He can go dancing. Ooh, 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 I like to dance. We're gonna beat the Power Rangers. Did you just click off the video? Oh, dang. Well, now I'm just here alone. So this piece is flexible, but obviously will kind of get in the way if you're trying to do different poses, because it's gonna be, you're gonna be fighting it a little bit, all right? You don't wanna fight that. Now he's got these things going on in the front of him. Let's continue the articulation. His legs, he's got the great ball joints at the hips. He's got the thigh swivel. He's got 90 degrees at the knees and above the ankle articulation that's spinning around there, and then a standard foot rocker. So really, this is just a very, very well done figure. My God. I mean, just the glasses and the head sculpt alone really just kind of have me in love with it. Okay. I'm gonna marry him. So we're gonna put the different things in his hands to see what happens. So maybe that's not a brush, okay? So whoever commented and said like, dude, it's a knife. It's a sculptor's knife. Yeah, you're right. It's not a paintbrush. That's why it's silver. You don't have to, you can delete your comment now, okay? Because now you just look like a jerk, because I figured it out. So you could put this on either side, but what? Huh? What would you put? I guess you can try to just get this thing in there. It's a little loose because it's yeah, it's kind of interesting. But I guess that's how that's the ideal setup. Obviously, these tools don't come out. So what do we got? We got to take his head off to get this thing around his neck. That's fine. Look how easy that was. I said it like I had to complain. But look at, oh my God, it's so good. It's so stinking good, y'all. But whatever, that's what the posing segment's for, to see how I utilize all these bits and pieces, okay? Let's get Rita out of her packaging. Man, I just stuck her back in this thing. It's so stupid. Oh, hi, Cora. Go. Look at these. They look so good together. Man, this makes me want to start collecting some Power Ranger stuff. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that the Power Rangers themselves live up to this quality, though. Pretty sure. I mean, I even got some comments about stuff that made me think that was definitely the case. All right, I guess we got to get into the posing segment. So thank you so much for watching. Watch the posing, and at the end of that, you can leave or watch the next video. I don't, just do whatever you want. Goodbye.